What's going on, gang? It is 6:07 Friday, the last day of February. I had a great day at work. I have a lot of good days in my life. I have a lot of bad days like everybody else. I don't have that many people that I can just jump on the phone with and share my victories with. So I'm going to turn to YouTube. I'm going to turn to you guys. You guys are going to, in turn, be part of my family after this, because I'm going to make this my thing. Because I have these moments of clarity after having great days at work and just being overwhelmed with the feeling of being blessed. You know, like, God has really blessed me, and I'm not going to go too much into religion, but I'm a firm believer in you do unto others that you want done unto you. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my victories this week. So we all know Donald Trump is doing a lot of mass deportations for people that are undocumented in the United States. I myself am Mexican. I look white as can be, but I am Mexican. My last name is Vasquez, and my mother's maiden name is Petit, so I am very much Mexican. If people that are wondering what I'm going with this, is I sell food to restaurants, and everything that has to do with sales of food in restaurants and schools and hospitals is where I call myself home. That's my career. I do that. I work with big restaurants, small restaurants, food trucks, anything that has to do with you running an operational restaurant and food costs and being profitable is what I like to help you with. So my boss calls me out of the blue this morning, actually late morning, and he says, you know what, I need you to go to XYZ city, the city over there. It's kind of far. It was about an hour and a half from where I was at the time, and I was like, well, I'm on my way. What's the plan? He tells me so for instance, there's these organizations that bid on government contracts to facilitate a safe environment for the people that are being detained right now, in lieu of getting deported back to Mexico. They're still human. They're very much, they're not detainees, they're not jail. It's not a jail. I mean, I guess it could be misconstrued as being a jail, because they are being held against their will there, but they have to be, still treated with dignity. You know what I mean? Like, I have a lot of responsibility to make sure that they are treated with dignity. And what I mean by that is this company that I work with is bidding on the contract to feed these Hispanic people that are here, undocumented. What I got to do is make sure that I can find the right fit for the budget, first of all, the quality, the nutrient. I need to make sure it's a good fit for them to go approach the government with a bid. So how that looks is me going through menus of what they want to feed these people while they're there, and finding good price points with a lot of ease of flow of traffic, meaning they're going to be feeding up to 1,500 people a day, 3 meals a day, which means things need to be streamlined. There has to be a certain cost met per meal, so forth. There's a lot of variations and factors that go into this whole game plan. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I have a lot of responsibility to take on to make sure these people are fed nutritious food, good food, not just the worst. You know what I mean? Like, there's levels to food in big situations like these. Like, you have jails, you have hospitals, you have K through 12 schools, you have elderly homes, and everybody has a budget on what they can afford to provide service and food to these people that they house. So that's where I come in, and I make sure that I find something that's tailored to their outline. And so today I was blessed with this big account. I'm very honored to be a part of this. It's a lot more than me selling someone food or anything that has to do with food. It means more to me. This one hits home because these are people that could be my family. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure that they're treated with good food. Like, I don't want them to eat just, and this is things that weigh on my mind. The second I hear about this opportunity, it's like I always look for something deeper, and it has to be purpose driven, you know, and this is why I just decided to come on here, because I'm like, you know, if you treat others how you want you to be treated, doors open. Like, regardless of what you may feel is going on in your life at that moment, if you lead with integrity and a good heart, then doors will open. Like, God will provide for you, I promise. Like, God will do things for you that you never thought would be done. Like, I have been to prison 3 times in my life, and I'm 40 years old. I own my own home. I have owned multiple dream cars. I have the best career I've ever had asked for or dreamt of. But I worked my ass to get here. And when people say they worked your ass to get here, the mind automatically says, you know what, I fucking knew he was gonna say that. Like, no, but you have to fucking put the work in. Like, you can't skip that part. What the work is, that's for you to determine. The work could be getting your heart ripped out of your chest because you failed one too many times, but you kept going. You kept going. That could be called the work. It doesn't mean you have to have your hands wrapped around a shovel digging trenches type of work. The work is part of the process to get you from a bad spot, or maybe even a spot prior to you being in a better position to be able to take care of not only yourself, but those that matter in your life. And I just wanted to jump on here and just share that win with you today. It's Friday. I started this off with the time, the day. It's Friday. I'm going into the weekend feeling blessed. Monday will be here, but in the meantime, I will be doing work on the back end to get to Monday. And when Monday comes, I will embrace it. I will welcome it. I will open my arms, because I know without Monday comes no Friday. You know what I'm saying? What other things happen on Friday? You get paid. The company that believes in you is going to pay you on that Friday, right? And just lead with integrity. You know, that's all I wanted to really share. Lead with integrity and be a very honorable, personable, genuine person, and you should have no problems in life. I'm not saying that it's going to be problem free, because what a boring life that would be, but you're going to have things happen for you that you didn't think were ever going to be happening to you. And I just wanted to let you know that whoever needed to hear this, because someone in this feed of mine, my followers, or even if you're not a follower, make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow, because I'm going to be dropping genuine heart every time I do this from now on. Like, I've always been sitting in the car, and there would be times I felt like celebrating my win with other people and telling them how I feel and how I got there and just sharing my journey. But I don't have no one to call sometimes, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to share myself with the world. I'm going to open myself up to all of you, give you what I got, and someone will feel it. One of you guys are going to feel it, and to whoever I make feel it, you remember that and do the same for someone else. You do the same for someone else, because a lot of people don't care if you win. They don't care about sharing you any secrets about how they got to where they're at. Some people just live for themselves, and that's fine. I'm not saying that's bad or good. I'm just saying that's fine. Like, it's the way of the world. But that's not the way of me. And I just want to say God bless you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more heat. I hope you had a great week. And I hope, even if you didn't have a great week, it was part of the work. Because when you do have a great week, you'll appreciate it so much more, because you didn't get nothing handed to you. This shit you had to go out there and take. You had to make your destiny. Fuck asking for it. Fuck waiting for it. Excuse my language. But you gotta make your own destiny. You want a comfortable bed? You better get your ass up every day and go work for a fucking comfortable bed. I love my bed. I remember sleeping on the floor. I remember sleeping on a cell block. I remember sleeping in a car. I remember sleeping in multiple hotel rooms, having to worry about checkout the next morning with my children because I had nowhere to live. And you know how fucking hard it was for a father to sleep knowing you have your child living in a hotel room and you have to check out every morning at 10 o'clock? Sleep was very hard and very stressful and very, very hard for me to obtain at one point. But it was all part of the work. It was all part of the work to get here. And I'm very thankful for that. You know, and I wouldn't have changed it. I remember feeling so much despair and hopeless and helplessness that I didn't know if I was going to make it. But To whoever's feeling the same way, follow me. Hit the follow button. This was the reason I was put here. Was for you, for me, for my children, and for the people that don't believe in us. Because the people that don't believe in something have the most to look forward to, and that's when we show them that they should have never doubted God's power and how He works. You know, miracles, like He'll turn a slave into a king. So I love y'all, man. Stay tuned, more heat dropping.